Welcome back to another episode, guys. Today we're back in the garage, and I'm actually gonna show you how I tie or spool my spinning reels, and that goes for my bait casters as well. I always like to use um, this is mono filament line. I always like to use 5 feet or a little bit over. But in this particular thing, today we're gonna be putting it on a broken spinning rod, and what we're gonna be doing is going just through one eyelid. Let me get this situated real quick. And this is a little bit over 5 feet. Um, Next thing, what you want to do is you want to tighten down the drag where it's not too tight, but it's not, even the little tug is not making it spin freely. Then you go ahead and get your line. And one thing that I've done different from other people that I've seen out there is that I tend to buy um, yo-zuri line a lot in Power Pro, but it goes the same for either one. For this yo-zuri line, this one, it comes in a little box. I don't throw away the box. What I do, I put a little hole through there where I could feed the line, and everything just pulls straight out the way you need it to. And you never have to put a pencil through the center or have somebody else hold it. It'll spin freely in the box itself. But yeah, let's get started too. I'm just barely pulling it, and it just pulls right out of there. What I do is I use a uni to uni knot, and it's just a simple uni to uni knot. For the mono, this is a 15 pounds. What I use is what I do is maybe about 4 or 5 turns. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we switch it down. It doesn't matter if it falls anywhere. Like I said, it's gonna spool freely in there. You'll never have to tighten it or have somebody hold it or put like a pencil through the center to hold it in place or anything. The same thing for the braid, but for the braid, since this is a 15 pound, I'm gonna go 10 times. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you should be left with some nice coils. You want to wet it a little bit and then cinch it down. And then all you do is just tie it together. And make sure it's tight. That way you don't come undone when you're out in the water. Then from here we just clip the taggings. By the way, these come in handy a lot. That's one tag in. That's another one. I don't like to cut a lot of it due to it still needs to be pulled, but that's that, and I'll show you in a little bit how it looks after I'm done spooling it. Alright guys, unfortunately I ran out of line, but there y'all go. It's all spooled up. Like I said, I ran out of line, I didn't have enough, but that's just an example on how it would look. I also put a clip on here, a small little clip on the way it looked inside the box, the way it was just spinning. One thing that y'all have to do when you're doing this, it's either get some gloves, get some gloves, or a wet rag, or just a rag. I was using just a regular microfiber rag. It does help a lot. Uh, the heat in your hands, it prevents a lot of heat in your hands. Uh, but it is a little tiring. But at the end, you'll be happy with the end results, and that way you don't have to have um, your little line container, or your little spool thing, just flapping all over the place, and you're not even being able to control how the line is coming out, if it's twisting, if it's not, and this will prevent a lot of twists on the lines. I've done this for quite a few years now, and I've never had a problem with it. When I'm tying from line to line, either uh, floral or mono to braid, or braid to floral or mono, I always go with a uni to uni knot. It seems to be working out the best for me. Occasionally I do a little fisherman knot, towards my leader line. With that said, I really hope y'all learned something today with this. I'm just trying to show information on the way I do things, and the way things are easier for me. So if y'all find this as a learning experience, try it out. Like I said, all I do is I take a sharp knife, or a nail or something, and just make a little hole on the box, and then feed your line through that hole, and that's it. After that, make sure your knots are good. Like I said, always use a rag or gloves if you have any. If you don't, use a rag. Um, but that's all I have today. Thank you for staying to the end of this video. And don't forget to share, like, subscribe, and comment. It'll help me out a lot. It'll help this channel grow. Uh, I'm just trying to get it to grow as fast as I can. And I'll see y'all next time. Take care.